So today I want to talk about reference material like encyclopedias, dictionaries, almanacs, globes, atlases, that sort of thing. When I grew up, we had in our house a set of World Book encyclopedias. We also had a big dictionary, we had a globe, I think an atlas also, an almanac. And you don't really find that in households anymore, and I think that makes sense. So just the technology means that we can access up-to-date information really easily, and we don't need to buy expensive encyclopedias or reference material that takes up a lot of space. And it's an idea that I've been thinking about a lot. I don't think it's a bad thing that we have access to digital technology, but I think there are a few sort of drawbacks that I want to talk about, and it's something that I'm exploring. So as a bit of explanation, I'm a student at NYU's Interactive Telecommunications program. I'm a master's student, and I'm getting my master's degree after this semester, and so this semester is my thesis. And so Tuesdays are thesis days for me. I'm going to be going in, we have our thesis advisement, and so I've been thinking about the sort of issues that surround reference material in the home specifically as my thesis. There are two things that I think about when I think about this sort of issue. What the two main issues with it are. For one, we rely on the internet and we rely on external sources of information. We have to go out of our home to get the information, and that we're virtually going out of our home. We're accessing it over the internet. And I'm thinking about how not all the time do we have that. I mean, sometimes the internet doesn't work. That's just the most basic situation. Sometimes, it's getting cut off or the power goes out. But then other times, perhaps not so much in the United States, but in places outside of places outside of the United States, people don't have reliable access to the internet and can't trust that it's not tampered with, or maybe it's being blocked by a government regime or something like that. So I've been thinking about how having information actually in the home is important. And I don't want to push against digital technology. So I am actually thinking about how to bring digital, digital information into the home. Essentially like a virtual bookshelf that exists in the home. We're not going out to the internet to get it. It's already in the home. And the other issue that I think the whole thing brings up is that when you had a globe, when you had a set of dictionaries or encyclopedias or the atlas, and you displayed it and you put it out there, and it showed what your household valued in terms of knowledge. And we don't really have that. Right now, our computers can go out and access this information, but we're not showing the knowledge that we access. It's not showing the knowledge we have access to. And I feel like we ought to be doing that in some way. So for my thesis, I'm exploring the idea of bringing knowledge back into the home and keeping it there, even if it's digital, and then figuring out some way to show it. And so I'm doing a bit of a production thesis where I'm going to make something and create something that achieves both of those goals or fixes both of those problems. So I want to hear what you think about the issue of knowledge and information in the household environment. If you have a young family now and you use Wikipedia a lot, or you're using CD-ROM reference or something, or you still do have encyclopedias that you use, I'm curious to hear from you. You can send me an email, matt@mattrichardson.com, or if you have any interesting feedback or you have any thoughts about the subject, I want to hear about it as well. So I think what I'm going to try to do is every Tuesday give an update on where I am with thinking about this and this thesis. It's going to be over the next 11 weeks that I'll be kind of prepping this idea and prepping and eventually making something that is going to explore these ideas. So thank you. Thank you to everyone who left feedback on last night's video. I really appreciate that. That was my first. This is, as I mentioned last night, this is all a big experiment. Last night I was talking about how you can use Twitter with pictures, either using Twitter's service or with Instagram or Flickr, and I've been wanting to use Flickr, so you can check that video out. Thank you to everybody who left feedback and discussion. I appreciate that. I'm going to press on with this experiment, so if you have any feedback, send me an email, matt@mattrichardson.com. You can find me on Twitter @MattRichardson, or just leave a comment below. I really appreciate the feedback. I want to make these videos better. I think they can only get better from here, and so I want to hear what you guys think about them. Thanks a lot. Have a good day. Bye.